And this is the rubber. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway. That one fouled off. Bounce to the right side, and that goes foul. That's outside. 1-2 to count. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One out in the top of the first. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Vierling matched a homer in his last game. Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
There's a swing and a drive. Off the wall, should be extra base. Oh, he's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Kerry Carpenter in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Carpenter went deep in his most recent game. A little bit low, and it's 2-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Riley Green in there at the knees. That's strike one. Green came up with 4 hits in his last game. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in time.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed in. Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Yainer Diaz. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
2 strike.
Outside low. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's down and in. Just off the inside corner. Ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So a man at first. Jose Altuve up to hit here. In the dirt, blocked.
No ball. 1 strike.
down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Slice down the right side. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. And that one is going to go. A towering shot to center. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 2-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Jeremy Pena stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Carpenter settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of... New inning getting started. And the batter now, Colt Keith. McCullers back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Keith with a homer in his last game. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Oh, 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. McCullers winds, fires.
1 and 2.
Out to short. Tosses to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jake Rogers in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that skips in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Rogers launched a homer in his most recent game. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon. That one hit to right. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground. Runner in scoring position, no outs. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Swung on, belted. Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. Fought off foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Ripped to short. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Slings it across, and they get Altuve for the out. They limit the damage. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. To the right side. Dubon to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now the center fielder, Matt Vierling. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
1 gone, runner at first. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. The relay, it's offline. The run comes in. It's 4-3.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Smith brings it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
This to third. Paredes fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Tigers grab RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Just missed.
1-0.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Walker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
On a line out towards center. Vierling makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Lifted in the air, right field. Carpenter on his way over. Brings it in. And that is... Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to...
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Up the middle, and that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jake Rogers digs in now, and ball one.
Ball. One ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Perez at first, one gone. Foul tip, but it hangs on for strike three.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With two strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Tigers lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one ripped. That's back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
One out, runner at second. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. Tosses to first, two away. Cam Smith getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. McCullers back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And that's in the dirt.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one missed. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. One away here in the fifth. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Carpenter stands in now and watches strike one. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and the Tigers retired 1, 2, 3. Tigers are shut down there. And that's way high. 1-0. That's a little bit low.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Now 3-0. This one in the air, center field. Vierling moving under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs. And now it's Christian Walker. He's already homered in this game. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. This one's out of here, into the archways, kiss that ball goodbye. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and that gives him a lead. It's 5-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And that one upstairs. Paredes goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. That one missing inside. Action in the pen down there. Brennan Hanafy getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Foley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they can't get the out. 2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. 0 for 2 in this one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Two outs. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Brennan Hanafy. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now it's the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon. Lifted in the air, right center field. And a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Digging in, Chas McCormick. That's a base hit as a run scores. The throw to third. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Smith now at the plate. Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 7 and the Tigers 4. Top of the 6th inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. That's to third. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Torres tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. And there's a breaking ball to.
I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Runner on at first with one gone. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
That's away.
Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chop to third. And it goes just foul. That one is absolutely belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
On the ground at first. Out at the plate.
He's out.
And now Jake Rogers. On the ground right side. Dubon to first. Out number 3. 2 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 7 and the Tigers 4. Back here in Houston, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one the other way. Dives, and he can't hang on. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit well. Right field, way back, and gone. A massive home run. His 21st of the year. It's 9-4.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now here is Christian Walker, and that's downstairs and outside. And it's 1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. He swings and fouls one off.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now Jeremy Pena, 1 for 3. Up the middle. Over to Torres. Inning over. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's opened up now, 9-4. Back here in Houston, and now the first baseman, Andy Ibanez. And it's fouled away. The other way, makes the catch, one down. Zach McKinstry will hit next. And that is out of play. The Stros leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. On the ground to the left. Tosses across to first. And it's a 1-2-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Foley.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing.
Oh, diving stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Foul ball. Right side. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. And that one in the air center field. Vierling makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Late on that fastball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Good take by Torres. On the ground to third. Paredes fires over to first. And the Tigers back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Kahnle.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Ground ball up the middle. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jose Altuve. Ball 1, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Bo Brisky getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton also getting ready. Ground ball left side. On to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Walker stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout. And welcome back to the ball. Just off the inside edge. Iglesias, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and that is a foul ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
You'll want. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way.
Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets
not in time. He's safe. Shea Whitcomb coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Ibanez batting with one down, takes a strike. Right through there for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry, going 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
That's down and in. Ripped, but it curls foul. This could end it. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I
Live from Rate Field on the south side of Chicago, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Chicago. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to go here. Now it's going to be Cam Smith. And that one fouled off.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Singing, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge. Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one well upstairs. And that's ball one. The Astros are looking very strong so far this season. Late swing fouled off.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Fired to second. On the ball. 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out. His 22nd homer of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now it's going to be Christian Walker. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Walker with a couple of homers in his last game. Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Mauricio Dubon. There's a swing and a miss.
All ones the count.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it.
into center and a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jake Myers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And now it's even up.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fastball is outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on, two outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, right past his coach, headed for the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Foul ball there. Valdez was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. On the corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
No question that he earned that pitcher of the month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
He takes it on his own. One up, one down. And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Mike Tauchman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a tapper. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Martin back to work. That one misses, and that is ball one. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tauchman on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time up. Ripped on a line to center. Taylor makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. Back at right field, and now it's Luis Robert. Right through there for a strike. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. And there's a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And it's one. Slings to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Andrew Benintendi steps up. And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. 1 out, bases empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Andrew Vaughn now. A big part of the game yesterday afternoon as he knocked in 6. Just missed. Right side, hard hit. Dubon to first. And the White Sox go quiet. The pitch. There's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1's the count.
Slice to right. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Alvarez recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
2 outs, base is empty. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Ball 1 low.
Damn. Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Dubon makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Corey Lee.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2 strikes to count. That's ball 2.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sosa leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Pulled the string on the changeup. And here is Michael A. Taylor. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. That's towards center. And that is the inning. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished Little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Way high.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Lee down to first with it. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit. Yainer Diaz. RBI single his last time up. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Here comes the 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
He was all over that one. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Myers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Vaughn. That's out number 2. So digging in, Jeremy Pena grounded out his first time. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. And it's strike 2. That's out to center field. He's got it, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. The shortstop takes a ball.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pitch misses. 2-2. That one the other way. Walker takes it to the bag, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Tachman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And he handles it himself for the out. Luis Robert now grounded out his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And La Pantera heads back to the dugout after the K. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 64.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Whips it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Cam Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Gus Varland, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Gilbert warming up as well. And a foul ball. Smith, the runner at second with one away. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. First offering misses badly for ball one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the fifth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here on the south side, here's the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 balls, no strikes.
The Stros up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. And that one wrapped foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. Man at first with 1 gone. And now, Lenny Sosa.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. Valdez ready to fire now. Out in front and foul to the left side. Ground ball to the right side. And it's through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. So up next, Brian Ramos. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it's...
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Chopped left side. And foul ball.
Well, these Astros, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And first offering is fouled off. And he swings through that one.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's way outside. And that's ball 1. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball. Baldwin over to first, and the Astros put down. Valdez back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The Astros leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
McCormick trying to get there. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gus Varland.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The 0-1. Fought off foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Stepping in, Jeremy Pena.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Slings to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And here is Chas McCormick. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Yeah, that's fouled off. A little bit high, maybe. 1-1. And that's in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Gilbert.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Benintendi going back on it. Out of here. A solo shot. It's 3-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the next pitch is way outside. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Anderson appears to be getting loose. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Gilbert, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Ball 1.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Down and away for ball 1. Alvarez over at first with 1 away. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feet, here's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. Bottom of the 8th, leading off, Andrew Vaughn.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
This one popped up. Dubon nabs it, and there's one down. And here is Sosa to the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That hits the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. And downstairs. That one out to right. Myers snags it for the second out. And now Brian Ramos. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Fastball for a strike at 95. Now fly ball to right center. McCormick on the move to the gap. Makes the catch. And that is the third. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Justin Anderson. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Throw over to first. Dubon back in on a dive. And first offering is fouled off. Dubon aboard here at first with nobody out. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. And that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Jake Myers.
And now the right fielder, Jake Myers. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Fair ball. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. The relay to the plate. He's safe. And they lead by 4. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. That one fouled off. Ripped on a line. And no one can get there. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. McCormick the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a bouncer. Ramos throws across the diamond. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cam Boozer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's 8-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. Fastball is outside. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Taylor makes the catch. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
McCormick hauls it in, and there's one away. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hit on the ground to short. White Sox down to their final out. And next to hit for the Sox, Brooks Baldwin. Knee high, that's in for a strike. And that's a little bit high. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And that one fouled off. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant. If he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.